So here we are in my heavyweight career. As you can see, I am 60 fights in. I'm 38 years old. And Floyd Patterson is a 58. Frank Buno's a 45. A 40 fucking 5. And I don't even see any other heavyweights. They've all retired. So yeah, I'm 38. That's it, 38. And that's what I'm dealing with already with my heavyweight. So big issue needs to be addressed. All comes down to the timing in between fights, how many weeks you have to advance, how fast the AI is decaying. All needs to be adjusted. So welcome back. This is episode 9. This episode, I want to talk about something important that I haven't covered yet. We're going to do that here while I'm getting everything re-signed and whatnot. So I want to talk about the community in this game. So Steel City has basically treated the community like its enemy. Like the community is the enemy to Steel City. Like we're the problem for noticing things. But I really want to touch on just how passionate the community is and the work that a lot of the community members are doing. You look at the Athlete Championship Series by Cashflow. That man is putting so much effort and detail and attention and passion into that league. And you feel it, you see it. And that's just one small example. You have Tantalus's league, the UBL, another league built off passion, full of community members that are just in love with boxing and in love with the fight game. You got Burger Man's league, who does commentary, who does content for the game. Like, you have such a passionate community and fan base that you could have tapped into Steel City and really utilized. And another one, Poetic Drink to You, with his boxing movement and all the connections he has to certain groups and developers, being in the fight game community for such a long time. Steel City really should have, instead of weaponized the community against them, looked at that and been like, wow, we got a great community to tap into here, you guys. Like, if we do this right, we're going to have a really passionate fan base that's going to push our product for us, that's going to do all the promotion for us. Like, what better community could you have for a game? Everyone would have been totally fine with them being a new development studio, with it being their first game. No one would have cared, as long as they were honest, transparent, and treated the community like with respect, you know? Because outside of a few outliers of people just raging and being toxic and rude for the sake of being rude, 95% of the community are trying to help Steel City with constructive feedback. And it's being spit back in our face. And it's just gotten to the point of absurdity, where the Discord, they basically are just silent. They don't even talk to the community anymore. And that's supposed to be our fault? No, it's not. And in the future, you're going to see developers noticing the passionate fan base that is there for a sport, a fight sport game like boxing or kickboxing or anything. And they're going to come in and do it right and connect with that community. And when that happens, that's when we're going to get the best game. So I'm going to go back to using the coach that had, I think it was Untouchable, was it? So I think it has something to do with the combination of your stance, your punching style, whether you're orthodox or southpaw. But I think it also has to do with what coach you have, because the spaceman trait interacts with the tracking of 100% because it increases your like speed that you can dodge. So this one increases slip speed by 15%. So slip, I think, is the like holding left trigger, and like dodging is like double tapping the movement stick, and I don't want that. So that reduces dodge speed, increase slip speed. So I'm going to try this one, and we're going to see if it causes any kind of funny interactions with the tracking. So yeah, 21,000 cancellation fee. Fuck you, dude. I got that money. So yeah, what I'm trying to replicate here is the funny looking punches that were coming off in the montage episode when I was using hands down, southpaw, and I think I was on not distance keeper. I was on, which one was it here? I think it was on this one. Untouchable 2, with the dodge speed increased by 15%, and you get that dodge that looks like the Tyson Fury dodge. That was the one that was causing all the really weird punches in the montage episode. You'll see in slow-mo where my right hand, it's like throwing like the directional inside jab, like moving to the inside and jabbing. It looked like that, but it was coming off my backhand. So if this doesn't do it in this episode, next episode we're going to try Untouchable. So I highly recommend people do this. Try different coaches, different combinations of punches, stances, and see what we can get out of the game. Because I think this is something that's being really overlooked and under-tested. And that's why we have a lot of stances that are just unusable. So here we are. We just finished a fight. We just beat Arturo Gatti, but we're under-trained. So now we've got to get trained. So we got to hit Advanced Week. Luckily, I did a lot of weight cutting, so I'm not going to end up going overweight while I'm fucking training. Almost, though. Look at that. That was close. Oh, but guess what? I can't negotiate a fight! So what do we do now? Well, we just keep fucking hitting A. Oh, now we got a fight camp. Oh, yeah, because there's rematch clause against Gotti. I forgot. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's get this right. This is... It all comes down to this. Okay, what are we even lacking in right now? Okay, we're good all the way around, baby. All right, Cooter need a little bit of offense sparring. Oh, Cooter's fat as fuck. Don't need some dietary changes. Okay, if I recover... This is like fucking annoying as shit. Okay, so... speed bag, sure. Get some more power in the backhand there. This is so tedious. I'd rather do training mini games and earn more stats. Like if I'm gonna take time to really put myself into a career and get immersed in it, I want to be doing the training mini games. All right, here we go. So big shout out to Modern Automatic. He has given us a great idea for after we cover 1.0. What he has suggested is that we're going to look into Boxer's Road as well as the original Fight Night 2004. So if someone can reach out to me and help me figure out how to get Fight Night 2004 running on an emulator, Modern Automatic has already helped me out with the Boxer's Road. But we're going to go back in time to these older games and compare the career modes to them, to the 1.0 release of Undisputed. So that's a series I'm really excited for and looking forward to. Before that, though, on the 24th of September, coming up here, we have a really awesome early access release coming out. I want you guys to all look into this. It's called the Forever Winter. The developers sound like they're saying all the right things. They seem like a really good group of people. Check them out on Steam. Watch their videos. Hopefully, everything goes well in terms of how they proceed with making the game and interacting with the community. But we're going to be doing day one impressions on the 24th. It goes into early access for $24 USD. So if you want to grab a copy and squad up with us, it's 4-man co-op. We're going to be looking for 3 other players to join in with us on the 24th, potentially the 25th as well, for our multi-stream to X and YouTube. So check it out, Forever Winter from Fun Dog Studios. So look at that model. Look at the fidelity they have. That looks great, right? Like, I would love to be able to create my own fighters that look like that, because then at least that would give some replayability. Even though the game is bare, might be able to have fun creating your own fighters. But no, They want to sell you every single fucking fighter because you can't make your own that looks like that. Like, fuck that, right? So when they gouge and nickel and dime that hard, they're that cheap. Like, that's just dirty business, man. Like, dirty, dirty business. You say you have 200 fighters signed when you announce the game, and then you give us a small smattering of some decent ones, a lot of shitty ones, and then you want to sell us more? Look at the fidelity difference. It's night and day. Like, what other reason would you have for doing that? Please. There, see? Did you see that right hand? There, he did it again. It's really hard to get it to do it. It's like they left that punch programmed in and then got rid of it, like a directional straight to the side. Or is it thinking that's my jab hand? There, see? Is it thinking it's my jab hand and it's like messing up the programming or something? Like, what is going on there? Like, there's the regular back, right? But what is that? That one that happens, it goes to the side. Like, what is that? It doesn't happen all the time. It's difficult to get it to come off. There. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. I've never seen that punch in the game before until I started experimenting with these different traits. There. Yeah, it seems to be a combination of hands down, southpaw, and this distance keeper. And if you watch, he like throws his hands up like he's doing some kind of fucking karate block. Does it? It looks so weird. Looks like they're gonna try and be a little more elusive now. Okay, I'll just go back to fighting now because I had a good few examples there. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. So yeah, do you think like Gotti deserves to be represented in a way where he's, when you first get introduced to him in this game, he's a 70-something, like low 70s, and he just sucks? Like, that's not cool. So, supposedly, Sonny Edwards and Ryan Rhodes did all the generic motion capture work for most of the fighters. Supposedly, Tyson Fury, Usyk, and Canelo are the only ones that did their own motion capture work. And that's why when you look at the new commercial with Canelo in it, you're seeing the old backstep straight that they were supposed to get rid of. Because I can guarantee you they're like not allowed to change him or something. And that's going to make people spam Canelo even more. Maybe all those fighters, they won't be changed because they're like not allowed to touch them or something. But what I wanted to say is like, I would really like to hear from Ryan Rhodes or Sonny Edwards, because who the fuck punches like that, or like that, or like that? Like, did Sonny Edwards' granddad do this, like, weaving? I would just like to know, because, like, I can't understand how a professional fighter could be, like, do this motion capture and then be totally proud of their work. And, like, okay with themselves being represented in the game like that. There, did you see? I was like, what's up? Why does he do that? What the fuck kind of punch is that? There, there, again, see? Also, who motion captured that? That is the, like, there. See, fully charged stamina. No arm fatigue. That hook takes about a second and a half to even get close to the person and maybe hit them. Like, I swear to God, like, how the hell could a professional fighter have motion captured this? Like, isn't it as simple as put on the fucking suit and, like, you do it and it's translated into the game's, like, models and their skeletal structure? Like, I don't understand. Because people are like, oh, it has to be translated into the animations. But I don't think that's how it works. Don't you just put on the fucking suit and the dude starts, like, doing exactly what you're doing? Oh, again. Like, what is that? But yeah, big shout out to the community in this episode. I know a lot more people support this series than hate on it. And all the haters, they're racking up those watch hours. And they're getting 100% watch time for me because you know they're watching it all the way through. So it's sweet. I love it. It's cute. Look at the triangle people in the back. They're like, triangle people, we're cute too. All action slugfest, son. Like, there are people who are good at this game. I won't deny that, but being good at this game doesn't mean you're good at boxing. And that's because this game doesn't simulate it well. It's not a knock, like, you're good at Undisputed. But what does that mean? What does being good at Undisputed really mean? Because it doesn't simulate boxing. And Claimer Undisputed really put the light on it when he showed how easy it is to just run through the ranks with exploits. So it's hard to take a game like that seriously when it comes to an esport like aspect or like a competitive aspect. Like, you'll see more competitive, more strategic fights in the Fight Night series. Oh, did I hear my favorite line ever? It's the end of this boxer's career. Oh, yeah, baby, say it to me one more time. It's the end of the fucking eyes holding me. No, I don't like being grabbed onto, dude. Can I push him? Oh, I keep ducking at the last second. If you push into them when you knock them down on the ground like that, you'll see the character models have no, like, weight to them. You can literally push them around the ring like a balloon.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got knocked down but didn't stay down. Once again, and won in the fight. I've got to see that again.
Like, those character models look good. No one will deny that, but why not let us use those models when we're making custom characters? It just doesn't make sense. We get a cartoony base model. Like, if Steel City was smart, they would have really went and all in on this and made it the most competitive game they could. I mean, Naval Action is a game made by 2 people on the Unity engine, same engine as this. And they built Naval Action from the ground up, so everything important happens on their servers. And the game is hack-free and has been since its release, because they wanted the PvP in Naval Action to feel like it's pure skill, no bullshit. Why couldn't Steel City have done that with Undisputed? It's in the Unity engine. It's supposed to be an online competitive game with esport aspirations, so why not build it from the ground up to be hack-free? You have a community that would have filled up leagues so fast, and it could have become something so awesome. And I think that's what Turkey Al-Sheikh had in mind when he said it was going to be a part of Riyadh's season. And then, yeah, it just went the way it went. Yeah, this is why you don't fight in the pocket.
On to stop this offensive onslaught.
Hello, Gotti. You gonna kiss me? Your tongue touched my ear. It's a little creepy. They hold you, smother you until your stamina is down, and then they spam you. It's just like the stupidest shit.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Ugh. They're feeling my punches. Like, if I had to offer my advice for, like, quick implementation in terms of what you could do to make this game a little bit better, obviously you'd have to deal with the hackers, but I'm talking about just the game mechanics in general. Make the movement slower, make the punch tracking not so laser point, and give us better ability to weave and slip shots, and the game will tighten up in its range, and the fights will be fought at closer distance, in the pocket, and a little bit more technical. I think that is the best way that Steel City could do like a stopgap fix. Give us better fluidic torso roll, give us better slipping of shots and weaving, tone down the punch tracking, slow down the movement, and fighters will have no reason, no incentive to just run around the ring. You guys need to think of ways to force the fights to happen in closer range, more realistic like boxing fights, where the nuances of the exchanges are what create the strategic complexity of the fights. And I think if you guys took that approach, you could somewhat salvage the fighting, at least in this game, because that's really all there is to it. Like, I know there's not going to be some big career mode coming or anything like that, but I think with a little bit of tweaks and some new motion capture work in those areas that I mentioned, you could at least give the community a game where it could become more technical, it could become more competitive, and you could empower these leagues to start promoting your game for you and making it look good at least, and drawing in an audience that gets interested in your game. And then maybe you come out with Undisputed 2. No, don't come out with Undisputed 2. Scratch that. Sell the license and be done with it, okay? But at least think about what I just said. Maybe try to redeem yourselves a bit, then sell the license. That's my advice. If Ash really loved boxing and was so passionate about it, you don't insert yourself as the gameplay director and CEO. You use your obvious connections the guy has. Like, he obviously has connections in the sport, so why not use those and the funding you got to empower a team of developers to make the absolute best boxing game ever? Like, cherry pick people with experience. Let them decide on what engine is going to be used. Hell, let them make the engine from the ground up if need be. But use your ability to pull things together, use your connections, the funding to build a team, not insert yourself as the gameplay director. Like, that is just dumb. Like, to think that you can watch Unity videos on YouTube and become a game director and build a boxing game is so stupid. Like, I think he could have really used his talents better to empower a proper team of developers to do the license right. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope you're all having a good one. Tomorrow's the day off, and then we'll be right back. Make sure you all like, comment, subscribe, and I really appreciate everyone's support. Take care.